What's up, world? It's your girl Shay and my co-host Kaz.
What up, world?
And we basically want to bring in the new year, giving you love and laughter and smiles. Happy New Year's to everyone.
Merry New Year's.
And don't forget, it is Monday, January 2nd. It's the first Monday of the year. It is Start Over Monday, also Money Making Monday for all of my go-getters. Start Over Monday is when you basically start the day of the week with a new beginning. You just basically want to refresh. You want to restart and just redo. You start over what you failed at yesterday. Now, yesterday could be itself. It could be last week. It could be last month, or it could be last year. In our case, technically. Either way it goes, you can just start over and redo it today, and just with the hopes of, thinking like, oh, I'm going to succeed today. Don't think that you're going to fail, because when you're thinking and saying that you're going to fail, you're putting it out there. Exactly. Putting it out there, speaking in what they call existence, and then now you're failing all over again. You do not want to do that. Now, to all my go-getters, all my grinders, everybody that always make them M's.
Go-getters.
Okay? My triple M. Money Making Monday, okay? Go out there and grind, prosper today, okay? Listen, I know you spent a lot of money during the holidays. Listen, we had Halloween, Thanksgiving, freaking Christmas, those celebrate Kwanzaa and New Year's, all of that. Now it's time to regroup, restart, grind hard, start the new year, making them M's, and just remember to save and invest. For those who want to do save money, make money, or learn how to get out of debt, hit me up later on my Shay Crypto Williams, and you can get into Primerica life insurance and investments. I'm telling you right now, it's the best thing you can ever do. Get all your licenses, and you can just be able to prosper that way. That's an extra income. Listen,
each one teach one.
Exactly. All right, moving forward. Today we're going to basically talk about relationships. A lot of people have already peeped that, the way I've been moving throughout the years and stuff like that. Like, I've been single on and off. You see me with a different mate or whatever, and them mates is never last. I have a hard time when I post somebody on my Facebook page, and next thing you know, and you don't see me talk about them for like 2 days or 3 days afterwards. Facebook is my go-to resource when it comes to dating. A reason why that is because when you post somebody on your Facebook, it's always somebody that they've been dealing with, either still dealing with or used to deal with, that comes in your inbox as a woman or a man. Hey, I'm still dealing with this person, or yada 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 yada. So I put them on Facebook as a broad resource, so therefore when it comes back to me, you will never see me post their ass again. In this case, it's different. Those who may have peeped it, I have gotten back with my kid's father, and we has basically decided that we're gonna stay in this relationship until marriage and death do us part, because we're no longer playing games. We realize we're getting older. We're kicking 40 in the ass. In his case, he's near.
Definitely older. No younger.
And I'm 35, going on 36 this year. We're tired. We're tired of playing games. He had his toxic madness, and then I had my toxic madness.
I definitely had a toxic.
Oh my God. So it's like we're just tired. We know that when we come together, it's all smiles, and this feels love and sensitivity and all of that. It feels good to just be back in his arms. A lot of people would disagree about us being back together because of, of the way I perceive and the way I've been basically portraying our relationship throughout our past. And I'm not gonna say 100% that he was at fault with this, with some things that was going on. I did play a part in it. Like, for instance, when I was working the 2 jobs, I was expecting him to work, but in all honesty, I wasn't praising the fact that he was taking care of our kids when I was working those 2 jobs. My thing was, I wanted him just to work and take over and let me be the mother, and as you see on TV type shit. It was cool when I was the breadwinner, but not understanding his circumstances, at the time with legal matters and stuff like that. I didn't really care about that. I was being really, really selfish, and that played a big part in the relationship. Once I got my job, Lord have mercy. Once I got my job, I became big shit. Like, I thought I was the shit. I take care of the home. I do this. I do that. You don't do shit. Not really realizing, like, he really was taking care of the home. He made sure the house was clean. He made sure the kids was fed. He took them to and from the school. You know, he made sure that the house was taken care of. And I didn't appreciate that part. That is a man and a father that I didn't appreciate. And that guy right there, I was looking for in all of my little fucked up situationships that never turned into a relationship. Like, them motherfuckers was fucking... Listen, let me tell you, I can tell you some real shit. Like, and so, like I said, it's not 100%.
Pay attention to what you got around you.
Exactly. So it's not 100% his fault of why we just didn't work out, and now we just happen to come together. Now it's like, I really just wasn't appreciating it a lot. And what I was putting out there was negative energy. Like, oh, he's cheating, he's this, he's that. And truth of the matter is, not to bring up old sores, originally, in the beginning, I was the first to cheat, okay? I was the first to cheat, and I got pregnant with my daughter. And then the times just traveled. It just, you know, tick for tack, and it got stronger. Tick for tack, pettiness, all throughout the years, and just like, I hate you, I love you, I hate you, I love you. Know, we had that love-hate chemistry, and then whenever we see each other, it's still, no matter how mad we was with each other, we still smiled with each other and laughed and goofed off, even though at times he hated my fucking guts.
Yeah, that part.
I did some shit that I wasn't supposed to do. I'm not going to speak on it now. We got time for that later down the line. But you know, and he did some shit too, so don't try to make it seem like that. Like,
we fast it.
Yeah, so it's just that we did some shit to each other, and we getting to the point, like I said, we're getting older, and like, marriage is really on the table. If I was to marry anybody, it would definitely be him. Why? Because I know the qualities and what he's capable of doing. You know, when it comes to our family, he would definitely go out and try his best to make sure our family is taken care of. I just never appreciated it. I just wanted one thing out of him and overlooked everything this man did for me. Let me tell you, let me give you some breakdowns. You know how you see love movies and stuff like that? Like, you see the men taking off the shoes off the ladies and stuff like that, and like, you know, he just coddling you and he kissing you, pulling your hair back, and, you know, massaging you and stuff. This man did that for me throughout our years, and I just never really like gave him back that love that he needed. I never really gave him like too much attention. Sometimes I ain't wanted to have sex. I ain't want him touching me for whatever reason. I used to be mad, and you know, I just used to hoarder of old feelings and grudges and shit. Oh, don't let me get drunk. Oh my god. It's over. Like, I just start bringing up all kinds of past shit. Like, you're like, damn, you still on that? Like, yeah. It's like the shit gone and gone with the wind. And I just used to bring it up. I used to just be angry for no apparent reason. It's like, with that being said, that's why now I'm looking at like, damn, I used to do some crazy shit. I used to think some crazy things. Again, I am not innocent. He is not innocent either. So I look at it. I look at it like this, right? Because of my actions, he reacted off of my actions, and because he reacted, I reacted. So it's like with a Gemini, it's like they always have to have the last word. They always have to have the last doing or whatever. So whenever he reacted to my action, I reacted and got madder. So it's like we never could get past that and go back to the love. So now looking into it, it's like, okay, now we appreciate each other, and we really do.
Yeah, we pass it.
Yeah, we do. Keep saying it because he's like, no.
Yeah, we pass it.
So
yeah,
we are here, like you said, we are here. We're finally happy and we're working towards the future to be even more happy. So with that being said, there is still some ongoing challenges right now that is going to try to attack our relationship, but because we just come to the degree is that we're not going to let no one or nothing or anything just come in between us. There's no naysayers that can bother us and say, oh, I don't care what nobody got to say, okay? At the end of the day, I'm going to defend this right here because I want to get married to this man. I don't care what nobody say. So with that being said, okay, look for us in the future. Look for your invitation because we're getting married. Only God has the last say in this. And I know
level up.
And I know what God has been telling me throughout the years. He basically said that he would have to come to him as a man. Okay? It's almost like when my father was alive and my father was looking for him to confront him as a man. It's the same with God. God wants him to come to him on his own terms. Okay? And come to him as a man and ask for my hand in marriage, pretty much. Pretty much you got to give yourself to God in order for us to make it a full committed relationship and get married. But in due time that will happen. So in the meantime, we're going to continue to take care of our family as we should. Be there for us, be there for each other, you know, and making sure that both of us never fail at the end of the day. Always going to have each other's back, and I'm going to appreciate this man now, okay? I'm going to appreciate the things that he do, and just don't expect too much. Don't have high expectations of him, because at the end of the day, that can also put a lot of pressure on a man, and that can, you know, also fail your relationship too. When you put too much on them and have high expectations, and then what if they just don't succeed? Are you gonna get mad because they didn't succeed and as a man or whatever? Or are you just gonna embrace it and then you're gonna chime in, you know, what do you need from me today? I'm not gonna call you daddy, but like
I know. But take it, this is off experience from both sides.
Yes, yeah.
Both sides.
It's like, what do you need from me today? Like, don't try to just like do for him or her, you know, because at the end of the day, I feel like when I was the breadwinner, I was putting too much pressure on myself and I was expecting him to take the load off or whatever. So with that high expectation of me just working constantly trying to be superhero, superwoman or whatever, he was the more calmer person. Believe it or not, you would never believe that he was calm coming from where we came from. But like he was the more calmer one, trying to make me feel good. But because I was in high frequency, I didn't see what he was doing. So that's why I said just try to make him or her, make them feel at ease about being in a relationship and the reasons why they're still in the relationship. Because, you know, some people drift off and they want to cheat because you're not doing your part as a mate. And I don't want that to happen. But with our experience, please, I definitely don't want that to happen. I'm definitely going to be fighting for my relationship with this man because at the end of the day, marriage is on the table. I always said I want to be married before 40 years old, and I know he remember that. Yep. Like, he got the ring in his head and everything. Like the heart-shaped ring, all of that stuff. So it's just the little things, yo. I swear, it's crazy because I'm all geeky right now because I could just... We don't really have to have a whole conversation. We could just be like having the same exact thought or the same exact movie.
That's what make it work, yeah.
In our head, and we just happen to say a line in the movie. One of us say a line in the movie, and we just start bug out laughing. And don't nobody know what we're talking about. Nobody knows that's the chemistry that I'm talking about right there. I miss that so fucking much. I thought I had it with one person. And not to bring him up because I'm in my old relationship, but I thought I had it in a person, and it just turns out that the man wanted to be in a polygamy relationship. We're gonna talk about polygamy in another segment, but goddamn, seems like polygamy just keep following me. He wanted to be in a polygamy relationship. I was his calm, and he had a storm, which is a side girl or whatever, and he wanted too much of me to be just like that. So he was dealing with me and her at the same damn time, and I couldn't take that. I was like, no, it feels a little bit too familiar. So I said, if anybody I have to deal with that bullshit with, I'd rather go back to my kid's father. And I honestly, not to bring it up, every situation I've been in, I had a piece of them that reminded me of my kid's father, and I'm like, Lord, what are you doing? Like, like, what are you doing? Like, are you trying to get me to go back to this man? Because no matter fucking what, every time I turn around, it was Kaz this, Kaz that. Something reminded me of Kaz, and then as I'm thinking of Kaz, he'd call me, and I said, this is just too ironic, you know. And I just found myself moving back up here to New York. This is a crazy story. Now, I was supposed to be in Florida in September, but that didn't work out. It was taking too long with my paperwork. Before that, I was supposed to be in Georgia, but because of some issues with the enemy, I just didn't go there. So what was open was New York for me. Like I said, I might as well just go back to New York. It's convenient. My kids can be with their father, and I can have a little bit more freedom to travel. Not thinking that I'm moving back up here to be back with my mate. Like, I didn't think of it like that, in all honesty. And look where we at now. Like, it's almost like, well, no, it is. It's a love hood story.
Exactly.
And I don't know how he feels. I just know that when we're together, it just feels good.
I feel the same. Yeah, it's history.
Yes, it feels so...
Too much chemistry.
It feels good. Even though I know that there's one particular person that is going to be against us during the long run, but we're going to have to handle that person. Like, yeah, I mean, I'm tired of having woman-to-woman conversations, okay, at the end of the day. I don't know. He gonna have to handle that on his own.
I'm gonna handle that.
Yeah, because I can't.
That's my problem. I'm gonna handle that.
I can't keep talking to that goddamn girl. I'll be gonna kill her. Listen, it's like that. Oh, that's a funny thing too. Because honestly, every time I came around these two, man, I automatically killed her in my head every time, just off with your head. So I used to have these jealous streaks going on every time, but I used to play it all cool, like, yeah, y'all go ahead, y'all can do what y'all want. Deep down inside, there's a fireball burning for me to just wring her fucking neck. Bitch, you're still in my family. Like, the fuck, like, get the fuck on, like, you little roach, like, you, like, get the. Like, I wanted my family back and just didn't know how to say it. I was trying to be too hard, too cool and stuff like that. Like, no. Now I'm looking like, no, you gotta go. Because this ain't working for y'all anyway. Like, so let's just move forward. And now that we
And that's what we did.
Mm-hmm. And like I said, he got something that he has to handle. And I already handled my situation. So we're gonna move on. So... This segment is basically finding the love that you deserve. If there's someone in your past and that you know that gives you the butterflies that he gives me, every time I see him, there's a smile, there's some warmth going on. I swear there's a tingle. He's the only one that gives me like freshly like butterfly feelings, like we're in high school, like the first time I met him. Like, that's love, yo, for real. No matter what, that's fucking love. He brightened my day. I blush still. Like, I'm telling you, nobody can find love like this. I don't know about y'all, but y'all can say what y'all want. But if you can find someone that gives you those butterflies, all right, but y'all had like a mishap that happened, or you cheated, she cheated, yeah, we got fucking outside kids together, like separate. Like, he has kids, I have kids, but a child. So like, if we can come from that, okay, and come back to where we left off,
yep.
Like, you can do the same exact thing. Okay, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from all of our problems, and now we're here. And basically, when we separated, like long term, we kind of like we absorb what we experienced. So now that we're here, we know what to do. We know what to do and what not to do.
That part,
especially me, when it comes to appreciating your man. Like, I'm learning to just release that hold that I have, trying to be independent and stuff. God had to break me and mold me to get where I'm at right now in order for me to be able to appreciate him. So,
not just me too.
Right, so it's a good thing that I had the experience, and now we're here. So if you can find someone like that, or you had someone like that, go back and get them. Yes, hold on to them, because that is your soulmate. Okay, don't try nothing new with nobody else, because sometimes even in the fresh years, I wouldn't say like the first 5 years, you still don't know a person. You still don't know a person, and then you turn around, you marry that person. Once you marry that person, and they got the certificate, the title,
different colors.
Oh my goodness, it's like what? This is not what I married into.
Blue and purple hair, all the colors come out.
You start seeing all fucking kinds of tornadoes and shit like
Blue
that.
and purple hills.
Yeah. Listen, when you start living with a motherfucker, oh my god, that's even different too. Like when you start living with a person, them habits and shit, oh my, it's horrible. But again, we done had the bumps in the road. We done lived with each other and everything. We had a whole bunch of shit going on throughout our lifestyle. So a lot of people had disagreements and stuff. But I want to put it again out there. Is what I put out there that made them hate him the most. Okay? I never really put it out there what I did or what I didn't do. So again, when you know you have someone that appreciated you, and you just didn't do your part, or vice versa, go back and get that person and love on that person. Seriously. I'm gonna close this out with a good message, and that's basically to say,
love you gotta love one, keep them.
Yes.
Make it work.
Yes.
Make it work.
Make it work, okay? And just not that, don't forget, it's Money Making Monday, and it's also Start Over Monday. So, relationship-wise, start over Monday. Go back and redo your relationship that you failed at before, okay? Even if it's years and years ago, and they now single with, their own issues or whatever. Go back and get them and redo that relationship today. And we'll holler.
Yep.